Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the stream, 100K bankroll challenge. We have 4 tables up currently. Not a whole lot of action going on this morning. 25 cent, 50 cent, and all 100 tables currently up and running. Bankroll challenge been going good. Just sat down this morning to start playing. Um, we got deuces in versus ace nine for this guy's 20 big stat. So we got stacked there. Been watching a lot of the Doug Polk challenge. I don't know if you guys have been following that much or not. I found it pretty entertaining. I think it seems like he's starting to turn it around a little bit now. I actually think my hands-up game improved quite a bit just watching that alone off the start. Uh, shouldn't have too many aces. Like given his stack size, he should theoretically be shipping most of those pre-flop. Okay. I think if we bet here, we have to shove rivers. Okay. Well, we overbet, get called. I think we're just ripping here now. You can have lots of. You can have. I don't know, the odds of him having like pocket kings, queens, and jacks are not overly high. You can have lots of two-pair type hands. I wonder if the pair board makes this worse. You can also have a deuce a lot of the time. You can have king high. Wow, he folded a deuce. I can't believe that. Given his stats, I would have expected him to snap that off. Okay, so maybe we should check there. Sounds like we blew a lot of our equity. But I don't know. I think if he told her turn, if he showed me he had a deuce, I would have shoved that 100% of the time. Okay. Obviously looking to get it in there with the eights. Check back this flop. I think we did, right? No, we got one. He calls. We're gonna value bet again here on the queen. With the queen. Okay. He calls and I think we check here now. Um think obviously the better kicker we bet for value all day long, but we don't beat any of his queens, and I don't think he'll call triple barrel. Um with much worse, maybe like nines or tens, but I doubt he has those very often. I'm gonna just check the ace high here. This guy's calling everything and 8-7 off. We'll just fold to him. The only negative to like overshoving for stacks against fish is sort of the outside idea that if they get stacked, they're kind of done playing and they're playing for fun, right? So sometimes I think that's probably something we need to consider. If this is like 5-6, we're going to call more often than 9-10 because this guy's cold calling range is going to significantly dominate 9-10 suited a lot of the time with like king tens, jack tens, queen tens, ace 10 type hands. Flop checks around. I think we can value. Here we can bet as well. Open ender. 9-10 suited. Opening the jack 9 suited. Raise the 9-6 suited. Okay, it's pretty good flop. We're gonna overbet and try. basically force him to shove. Yeah, it's a very good river for us. I think if we overbet, it looks too much like we have an eye. So we are still going to go fake here because I think if he has an ace, it's calling. Hmm. So he does call flop. He doesn't rip it in, which is unfortunate. So I think we're just going to try to realize our equity here. It's also only a pot size bet. So I think actually I'm just going to ship it. Okay. So he leaves the table. Pocket force here, pot size bet, and a call. We're just done with the hand. Queen six suited, we will defend our big blind. Interesting. I'm going to double barrel here. Well, this board just significantly favors our range. Looks like he doesn't want to play, unfortunately. Um, let me pull this up here quick. But see where we're at. All right, quick suited is back. I should probably take a quick look at uh, heads up strategy on again. No, just against 20 big stacks. Because my initial thought was limping's the way to go, but now I'm thinking rake is too high. Then I gotta look into that. I don't know if the pot's even raked if I limp in, which would make it good. Because you're basically just looking to lip shove over any kind of ISO with, X range. Sort of thing. I don't remember too. Okay, so let's just see here. Right, first to the oh no, what's going on here? Okay, king eight suited raising. Right, first to the 12th, all stakes. Fold the 9-3. All stakes is basically NL25, NL50 with, I think, a total of like 50 hands. Better update that right now. 3-bet and a 4-bet we fold. So we've now played 27,000 hands this month. We are not on track for our 99,000 hands, so we're going to have to start putting in some more volume. Um, I just haven't really had a chance to uh, play much more than this. Okay, here we go. Table. Obviously calling here. Pretty sure he's the one who just got stacked. One of the ones who just got stacked. Yes, we will run it twice. What are we at? Wow, that's a good flop for him. It's a good flop. It's a good flop. All right. Probably chopping. There we go. Flush versus flush. That'll do it. But anyways, yeah, so that's pretty good. Let's see. NL50 here. NL50 is probably the majority of that, I would think. It's 17,000 hands. So playing slightly under where I'd want to be at 20 BBs per 100. Pretty close. Not really sure what that works out to. Probably like 18 BBs per 100, something like that. 18 and a half, 17 and a half. Yeah, but anyways, overall, playing pretty well. Not getting enough hands, no. So we're gonna try to up that. Queens, one right? UTG opens. I'm not sure if this is a three bet. Oh, interesting. TD Banker with the small three bet. We're definitely gonna four bet here, cold four bet. Okay. He goes really small, so our three bet can our cold four bet can be small. I wonder if no, this is unfortunate. You banker. We obviously have to call here. No. He runs it once. Thinks like a good fold. Um, no 10. And no 10. Nice. 3 minute and 10. So, and be with big blind. Do that. Hold it. I'm sorry. Here we just let it cool. 4 bet. ETG folded. Sure. 100. That was a wild scene. With tens. I wonder if that's like a GTO approved play or not. GTO does do that. I don't think it's against cold four bet after he three bets under the gun open. But there are spots where GTO just shoves over three bets with like ace king off and pocket jacks and jack queen suited. I think it's mostly like button versus small blind or button versus big blind, something like that. Back here, some back doors. I'm gonna go for one check raise. I think he called really quick. It's a little suspicious of a call. Okay, well, now we're gonna block back here up the river. Did hit the nine club. Interesting. I wonder if he had like 9, 10 clubs or something. Let's check 9 clubs. I feel like that. He raised the jack four. Three. Yeah. Three betting the 8-6 suited. Okay, flop our 8. There you go. And it's done. Okay, that didn't last long. One of the biggest takeaway from the Doug Bolt challenge was to um, not call very much heads up out of the big blind because the rake is so extremely high that it's not really an option. You do call a portion of your range, but you were three betting a ton of it. Okay. And has 40 big stack. I think we just call here. Let's go. Uh, there's a strange little disconnect or something there. Okay. Looks like everything is okay now. Okay. We will value bet second pair. Ace king off, we raise the 10-4. We're just going to check it. All right. Big blind three bets. Copy ace king. Shouldn't have queens. He could have queens. We shouldn't have ace queen. I'm pretty sure ace queen's not through there. It's not very often. Oh, it's good. It's good thought. Now, in case anybody was wondering, we are going to be getting stacked here. If he has ace queen, pocket sevens, pocket queens, there's no folding this hand, obviously, especially when we don't four bet. He's probably going to stack ace 10, ace jack as well. Call again. We do lose to ace 5 now, which is great. But there's no folding here, of course. Yeah. It's funny because you almost just know they have the nuts. So it's like, what's he going to bet here? You know what I mean? But that's standard, straightforward. Obviously, never folding there. Okay, rig, king, queen. Okay, donk leads into us. I think we just have to fold here. Fold king four. Track the king seven. Yeah, there's like a small thing of snap calls. It's weird. Okay, six is raised. Um, yeah, he checks back as well. I think we can just bet here. And we are going to double barrel here with the open ender, and we're going to check down the sixes. Should have got a little value against the four, I guess. Maybe there is a value bet in there. Okay, ice cream folds. Five is not a great card to see. Now, he double checks to us. God, yeah, I think we probably check here. Yes. I think if the five didn't pair, if it was like a deuce or a three or something, then we could shove to make sure he folds a nine. And a five doesn't need to fold, but I think when the five rolls off, probably just a check back because I think he's still going to call a nine. Or he might call a nine now. But more specifically, we're losing now to uh, like 5x and jack x and 9x if he did hero call it. So, okay. So people make huge mistakes that don't defend wide enough against 9-5 suited, or sorry, against min opens. So his stacks get shorter, or the table gets shorter. You want to be playing a lot of hands. So by min opening, you're automatically creating a mistake for them, which is a good situation to be in. We're not going to fold to that min bet. Okay, we're going to call here. Didn't want to see the diamond. Probably have to fold now. I think it's only money's been playing like NL 200 play the pumpkin. He just wanted a couple more blinds out for me. after that cooler down here on the other table. Right, suited will be opening. Fold six deuce. I think it's four bet. He doesn't really open enough. How much does this guy three bet? Okay. So normally this is a defend, but this guy's such a nitty three better. I think we're just gonna fold it. Ace 10 or ace 5 and under, we're calling all those, but the ace 9 is just like an awkward hand in there. I guess we'll play the first hand just to call. Yeah. Mostly that's just a three bet. Pretty much always a three bet. It's just a huge mistake not to three bet that. Fold the four deuce. We're gonna be opening most, just folding most of our hands into this guy when he three bets that infrequently. This is a call sometimes, of course. Okay, we raise the king jack off. Obviously, we have three. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have this guy tagged to the fish. Uh, Red. He's never really ran as like a tourney reg or something, obviously. Okay, we get three bet from him again. So maybe if he starts widening that range a bit, steals good as V pips high. His three bet range isn't as tight as I thought it was. And 24. Okay, full here. Squeezing the kings. Take that down. So pretty much like any ace, any king, anything suited is going to be continuation betting here. So this guy, um, I'm just going to bump him here. Calls. It's an ace. Interesting. We are, of course, calling on the river here because insanely have a queen somehow. Checking down the pieces. This 338 stone guy loves to donk bet. He just like calls everything and leads flop a ton. But that keeps hitting ace. So we're gonna pay more attention to that and make sure that's actually what's happening. Um, I do kind of remember that from a previous session, but all right. Pair of deuces for the win. Okay, we're gonna rate jack eight suited to fold the test. Queen four. Gone. We're gonna. It's not a board we bet a lot. With the gut shot, we are betting here. And on this board, we're going to continuation bet and double barrel. Oh yes, the Mega Island Captain tanks a lot every single fucking hand, it seems like half the time. Okay, quickly called. Right. And we overbet here for value. Snap folds, unfortunately. I think we just shove ace X into 20 bigs. Pretty sure. 40 suited raise. Alright, king four suited raising. Okay, three bets again. So I think our initial um, memory of him like really over folding to three bets was incorrect. I guess we just fold king four suited, even though it's such a small three bet. He's got no chips behind him, so raise jack 10, folds at 4. It's not a good board for us. Check back. We do bet the jack 10 here sometimes, though. I'd rather have a diamond, though, to do it. Call here. Hmm. I can't really rep a flush after checking the flop. But when he checks to me, I think I'm just going to bluff anyways. My plan was to bluff if there was anything but a diamond out there. Uh, but when the diamond hits, it's still meh. It's going to be hard to get him to fold some portion of his range. Yeah, eights are a good hand to call. Eights with no diamond, especially. Actually, eights with a diamond when the diamond hits, it's better to call with. Full set deuce. Okay, continuation bet here. Okay, he calls very quickly. I'm gonna bet again though. Okay, he calls very quickly again. We're just gonna shut down. He's never raising here, right? Like when he's calling quickly, we know he's not raising. Um, but I didn't really think he had a hand that he was willing to fold, so just gonna give up on the river a lot. Okay, we brick another flop. Here, Bison with the call. I've had to see bet the board. I don't like folding these small bets at all, but I don't have anything. Wow. Fold the nine deuce. I guess we could get another two. Yeah. Okay. Queen it off, we defend. Mostly brick another flop. This is a little bit better for our range, but against full pot, we are going to fold. We want to be believing players and what they're telling us. Fish, bad regs, nit regs, shit regs, most regs, pretty much everybody. They bet big, we're going to believe them a lot of the time. They bet smaller check, we're going to believe them a lot of the time. So shift on this. I guess. Guess not. So I just looked like my stream shifted here, but I think having the four tables just throw me off. Okay, raise the queen three suited. Sorry about that. Okay, we want to try to keep to the mid open. It's not our standard, so it does get forgotten about a lot of the time. Okay, Bison with the 10 call. We work another flop on the top left. We're gonna half pot for value over here in the top right. We're gonna three bet this guy. Jack eight suited, not really three bet him necessarily, but okay. Leads the five. That's interesting. Okay, we're just gonna bet half pot if he continues, pretty much done with the hand. Oops. I think we just over that rip here. And I'm gonna check, I think, the 10. Most of his range is gonna be flush draws. Maybe some fives looking to check raise some. Actually, I think and the queen rolls off. Nah. He's king. Okay. I don't know if that's too many or not. It's a really weird dog lead. And we're gonna go for the 10%er. Ace jack. Okay. You'd be shocked how often this works. Shocked. Okay. It's a big three bet too. Guess we just let that go. Three with the king five suited. Oh look, it's only money came back. Probably gonna try to steal a couple blinds and leave again. What was his name before the Wizard King? Oh, Carmelo. Yeah, this piece of shit. Okay, raid the 10-9 suit. Defend the queen jack off. Fold to the RTA wizard. Okay, now they both leave. Let's see, what is this guy doing? We break another flop. We fold. We're just gonna check back the 10 here. Pick up trips. We're gonna raise. Okay, we're gonna ISO the A7. Okay, it's a good flop. Start half pot. 15, that'd be 30, that'd be 60. We're gonna bump it up. We want to be able to shove river, so we're just gonna default. So we're just gonna bump it up a bit. Ace deuce suited. Sneaky raise we called. And given stack sizes down here in the bottom right, we're just gonna fold. These two suited. This guy's a bit stationy, I think. I'm probably just gonna let it go. It's not a bad spot to check raise when he goes that small on that board. It's such a draw heavy board that like a jack, sixes, jacks, tens, they should all be like c betting bigger. Right? This kind of seems like a standard tiny like c bet, which is usually just him stabbing and thing. and it's weak, but I'd like a little bit more of a hand. I think if that six with a five, we would have check raised because then we have backdoor equity for the flush and the wheel draw. Okay, the real nuts with the quick three bet. I think we're gonna four bet and just hope he jams. Okay, now we're just gonna go small, and now we're just gonna ship it. Wow, didn't expect to fold. Okay, fold the ace four. All right, that's a big open rep. It's probably a little tilted. Okay. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to hit a like, send a message, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Helps promote, every like helps promote the stream as it's on. Gets more viewers. We're trying to stay on at least every other day here for an hour or two in the mornings. Bulk 10-8. Okay. Paid pack call asks how much profit I made in total for poker and how many years. Um, well, I made about 100K probably about 10 years ago. 12, fuck, it's longer than that now, but 15 years ago, ish, maybe not that long ago, 13, 14 years ago. Anyways, I played for a couple years MTT Pro, not Pro, but when I was uh, like 20, uh, back when poker was super soft, I had like a ROI of like 110%. It was wild back then. I probably made 100K in those couple years, and then I got back to playing poker again in 2023. And since 2023, I have probably made about 60K, give or take 60, 70K, 50, 60, 70K, somewhere in that field. We're just folding the eights here. Um, we do not play 24/7. We have a job. We have a life. Um, so unfortunately, I can't grind as much as I would like to, or I feel like that would be significantly higher. But um, yeah, roughly around ballpark in the last couple of years. I think I've only played probably 300 or 400,000 hands, give or take. The last uh, the last 4 or 5 months or so, we've been putting in more volume. Happy about that. Okay, give or take around that number. Uh, if you follow the channel, go back through it, you can see um, we've done a few bankroll challenges where we run it, you know, $100 up to 5K, $100 up to 10K, $100 up to 20K. I think we've done it 2 or 3 times now. Um, I think I just checked the ace here 4 ways. Um, so yeah, and now we've kind of made a bigger one where we're looking to the 100K bankroll challenge. So we're hoping to do that by the end of this year to hit 100K bankroll challenge. So that's what we're shooting for. Probably gonna get back to playing higher stakes here soon too. So we do check call, of course. And then he rips. This guy's been ripping like crazy. I think we just have to call the ace 10 here. Ooh, that's a very um, That is a very unlucky turn card for us. We need a 9 or a 10. That's a 5. But that's fine. The check worked. He unfortunately just hit a 3-outer on us. Not a whole lot to be done or said about that. We are folding the Jack 7. Okay, folding the 10 deuce. Let's just sit down with this guy. Yeah, this I think I'm too good. Yeah, whatever. Okay. We will defend the 9-6 suited, especially against this player. Playing a little check foldy this morning. Okay, checks back flop. We're definitely gonna stab here. Falls, and we're gonna overbet when the clubs come in. The likelihood of him having clubs is pretty low when he checks flop on this stack size. So we are going to rip the clubs and overbet and get stationed by Nate for a king. Okay. So don't bluff him. Fold 5. Fold D7. I'm folding to an open limp. Okay, we'll just let him bet for us for now. Don't really need to blow up this pot too much. Hmm. I wonder what he would dog lead with. Last time he dog led ace king. Just, I guess I bet. Just not sure. Okay. That's kind of what we're afraid of. We do have the jack, so we're not going to fold either. 4-5 also came in, which is going to be in his range. I don't know if it turns a bet versus the donk lead. I feel like we're kind of bloating the pot for no real reason. I don't think there's enough. Guess we're going to see here, so that's nice to know. Definitely not value betting, so we'll just check it down here. So that's just fine, guys. It's just doing just wild stuff. 10, 10, ace, 6, drawing flop, check raise, turn, let's try. Okay, full king 4, check 7. Okay. So he's a bit of a loosey goose. King 6, fold 10 deuce. Um, Pretty card dead so far at the NL100 table. Okay, brings in the kings. Holding the 6-5. Okay, like a walk with pocket kings. Okay, 3 bets this. I think we'll just call the kings here. Okay, and we're gonna call the kings. 4 is a very good card. If he checks, we're of course betting. If he bets again, we're of course just calling down. We do not want a queen, and we do not want a heart. 4 is a very good card. If he's a queen, we should get his entire stack now. And it makes him not worried about 4 anymore. So that's good. Hmm. Assuming we just rip this here, right? For the times he does have a queen. Thing is, he has like tens, jacks. He's not calling. He might just over rip too. He has a queen. I think I'm just gonna go like. I think I'm just gonna go 75% here. I think this is more likely to get called by jacks and tens, and I think if he has a queen, we might get him to just. He might just rip over us anyways. He also might call it knowing that it's chop. Like he's not gonna get called by worse. But he's also a really bad player. That was a mistake. 6-3 suited. Call that. Maybe the shove looks weaker. I don't know. Tough call. Okay, fold king nine. Queen 10 suited. We're gonna bump that up. Fold 9-3. Yeah, we're gonna 3-bet the king queen off here. Fold jack nine. Okay, we're gonna fold the 9-8. Meg Allen with the 4-bet. Just gonna fold the king queen to that. Okay, we will fold the 9-10 offsuit. So ace king, we open up. 10-7 suited, we're gonna be raising. Okay, we get 3-bet. Nothing to do here, but 4-bet. Just thinking I was out of position there. I am not. Actually, against the small blind, that's just a call all the time with 10-7 suited. Kind of just completely flipped it, prepping to 4-bet, and then we decided to call. 1, out of the small blind, you do a lot of calling base game and queens, stuff like that. 2, the very tiny 3-bet was a bit suspicious. We're obviously calling here 2 cards, vector spades. And here at a position, we're just betting. Give it a pair and a flush draw. I'm just gonna keep betting. And now I'm just gonna block that. Yeah, Jack of Hearts, something fine this time. Okay, if I had the nut flush, which is what I'm gonna rip, we would be calling here. Fold 6-3. Okay. And I'm ripping because I blocked spades. It's just not for that. Probably got snapped off. That was the friction. Let's egg him. Okay. We're in through the nines. Fold jack six. Fold king seven. Fold three deuce. Um, I'm not sure. I think the bluff's fine with the ace of spades. Like what else you know, we blocked the nizzles, so that's a good spot to bluff when he checks to us. I just wonder what his thought process is like, right? Like that's uh yeah, just check call top two. Kind of what it comes down to a lot of the time. Like if he bets turn thinking, okay, if he raises, then he's ripping flush. Uh, but when I don't raise, he just decides to maybe call down the whole time. 12 plus 24. Can't go for the check raise and then shove river if he calls. He does call. Then we are ripping that. Um, but I think he just has pocket jacks. He has an overpair. He blocks the straights. He's king versus queen. I suck it. Blocks the straights, blocks some of the flushes. I think pocket jacks is probably one of the best hands for him to call there, especially when he had the spade. Yeah, I think it's a good call. Uh, there's a lot of my spades would be like ace jack suited, king jack, queen jack, all those types of spade hands. He blocks a ton of those. I don't really have queens, kings, aces because I didn't four bet. So yeah, I think it's a good call. I think we win a lot of the time there though. I think he just check folds a bunch. We're just gonna fold the sevens against a half stack three bet. There's no value in trying to go flop, post flop there. And first I'm gonna walk with the aces. Okay, we're raising the threes, raising the king nine suited, and continuing to do nothing but fold at the end of 100 table. Fold king five. Threes were calling. Okay, I think we call one here. All right, here comes the tank. Every time. Checking the RTA. Oh, RTA says bet. Your bet. Gotta check that RTA. Guarantee it. Like, fold queen six. Okay. Folding the king deuce. Okay, fold jack nine. Okay, king eight suited, we're gonna raise. Folding king eight suited. Okay, we are going to c-bet here. Okay. And I don't really think he's one to bluff, so we're just gonna keep betting here. And we're gonna bet again. Oh wow. What a terrible run out. He's gonna raise this and we're gonna fold. Okay, check ace 10. I know we folded now. Flop. Pre-flop, let me call. Here, we're in the big line, check call. Four bet. What was his deal? Okay. And we're gonna block bet the ace here. They definitely get called by worse aces too. Still. You can get double calls, unlikely 4-3. Yeah, it's straight perfect. Well played. Put the 4-3 offsuit. Well played. Okay, fold the nine deuce. Okay. Folding the jack deuce. Okay, we're gonna open up the king seven off. Four. Folding the jack nine as well. Holding. We're gonna squeeze king 10 offsuit this time. Okay, we're gonna fold the nine deuce. We're gonna raise these queen. Five deuce off, we're just gonna let go. Okay, and we are going to. We're gonna check here. It's a pretty wet board. Okay, checks back. Now we're just gonna go bet bet. And we're gonna block bet here. Yes, there's eights out there, but there's a bunch of like 10x, 9x, queen x that are in this range too. So we got observer, the shovel spades. Come sit down, sir. Play a few hands. Fold jack eight. Very good flop for us. We're gonna go big. Interesting. Check raises. Let's just double check what happened there. Okay, so he limp calls small blind, check raises flop. So he's got a hand of some sort. It's probably not a draw. It's probably a queen, queen four, a jack four, queen four, a queen X. Okay, it makes jack X a little bit less likely. It's unlikely he would check raise jack X as well. We're of course calling again here. Okay, it's interesting. Now this may smell spewy, but I'm gonna rip it because the board just got really bad for a queen. And I don't think he check raises a jack on the flop. I think he's playing one table. I think that's his only stack. I think he doesn't want to lose it, so I think he's going to fold. Even if he has a queen, like ace queen, he's going to fold there. So the board ran out very favorably for us because it eliminates his jacks, it eliminates his fours, it eliminates like a jack four and a queen four, especially when he checks river. And he never check raises a jack, so he just can't have a jack there. Which means we obviously will call a jack there. So we have lots of jacks. He has very few jacks. I'm just gonna fold sub five. And if we lose, right? That is what it is. But it's very profitable. It's a profitable shove, so we make it as often as possible in spots like that. Okay. Well, the king queen we're gonna raise. I'd like to actually get a good stream in here one of these days, like a good 10-hour stream. But that will not be today. Unfortunately, real world calls. We have things to get done. So I am going to end the stream here shortly. Make sure you guys keep following along with the challenge. This session started great, and it's kind of been a bit of a downhill swing, but we did have turned it around over the last couple hundred hands. I know we talked about not doing this, but it's more so during the session. I don't like checking it after as much, so but we're up very small, over 400 hands, and we are going to end the stream. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a comment, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we will see everybody on the next stream tomorrow or the next day.